be on stage when I'm, because then it doesn't look empty, does it? Let's go to Facebook. We might be able to see yesterday's on here. I don't know if it streamed better on here. So the media, Kentucky State Police will post Kentucky. Oh my god, I can't get my words out today. Kentucky State Police Post 11 will hold a joint press conference today, September 10th at 3 p.m. The event will occur at the London Community Centre. So that's just telling us. So it's 8 o'clock our time. I don't know. I'm hoping that you can all see these. Now I've been informed that this has gone up. They haven't updated it on here. They streamed it. Anyone want a job? They're now hiring for a telecommunicator. Increased salary. That's a bloody good salary. 41,000 plus 3,100 training. Post 6. God, I wish I could go tomorrow. I could do that job, to be fair. Let me go see if they've updated the actual other page. But they did the live. They streamed. Did they stream in here? No, I don't even know if they streamed in here. Let me go to oh no. Oh, actually, let me go to let me just check you all can see what I can see. Hey, not bad. Good. That's what I like to hear. So I'm going to have to actually be on the Facebook page because I can't actually read that otherwise. So a briefing is going to be conducted today, as we know, at 3 o'clock. The activity will be released concerning the investigation and the search for Couch, who we know is the suspect. An update on the 5 individuals that were shot on Saturday. They're going to be there with John Root and the federal state. The United Way of London is donating a $10,000 reward, leading to the arrest of Couch. That makes a total reward of $25,000, 10 from an anonymous donor and 5 from the London Laurel Crime Stoppers. I mean, you know, this is his car. I mean, his car looked quite, you know, like I said, it looked quite cool to me. It looks like looks a bit like the new Nissan, but it's quite a nice car, isn't it? Looks well looked after. I mean, I don't know what it's like. It could be not inside, but I was just looking. Let's go. I don't know. That's not the one. WL. What is it called? I'm sure it's WLWT. WLWT. I don't. Is this even showing anything? Nope. I had it on yesterday. The radio's gone bloody quiet again. Okay. I thought. What's it called? You've got some tea on Gypsy. Yay! We can talk about Gypsy. They need something to laugh at. Oh, where is it? I pulled it up yesterday and I went straight to it. And I was like, great, I can go, like, we can literally go straight to the page because it was streaming, and I wondered if it would, if it was a better sounding quality. Here it is. Oh no, it's not. That's not the one. I don't know if this is the one, actually. It just had his car on there. No, it was. We'll have all the tea on Gypsy Rose. No, it's not letting me find it now. I had it yesterday. That's annoying as hell. But I can't open the website because I haven't got a VPN on here. Okay. What do we know? Maybe if I go to him, maybe that will do it. Here we go. This might be better. Oh, online threat aimed at schools impacts nearly a dozen greater Cincinnati districts. See, when was that? 4 days ago. Oh, honest to God. See, no, this isn't even bloody up to date. This isn't the one, like, literally. Can't make this up. Right, so this one is yesterday's. So we're going to play that one. I wanted to try and play it in a better thingy, but it just wasn't happening. Stop screen, present, share screen. We've got half an hour, and I'm going to keep an eye on the.
What is your biggest challenge for this year?
The area, it's so remote. If he planned this, it's so remote. That's probably one of the most remote exits along I-75. It's so wooded. There's one business. There's no residences. He couldn't have picked an area that is any more remote and difficult for us to try to locate him. And that's what we want to do. We want to safely. We don't want our guys to get hurt. We don't want any more of the public to be hurt, and we want to take him into custody safely. And it's a big task. They've just come out of the woods. They've been in the woods for several hours now. They have all this garb on that we wear, that our special response people wear. And it may be a little bit cool right here, right now, but it's not to them. They've come out to rest, and they're going to go right back in. We want to get him tonight. We want to get him before it gets dark again. But no promises. We're going to do our very best.
Do you think that was part of his plan? one of the reasons why he chose this area?
Probably. It's very, very, very remote. The trees, you almost bumped into a tree every 2 or 3 feet. It's just that way, and it's difficult. And it's tedious because we have to look behind every tree because what if he's there?
Is the drone still being used? I know that there was challenges.
Our drone is still the Laurel County Rescue Squad is up there with their drone. Also, there's a helicopter that's in the area also.
Has the aerial, sensors or detectors been helped at all? I know that, kind of helped us right look at it.
Yeah, not thus far. Thus far it hasn't been, but we got to try everything, and we're going to use all the tools that we can possibly, because we want this to be a good outcome. We want to be safe, and we want everybody else to be safe as well, and we want to take the suspect alive.
Talking about the severity of the victim's injuries, we've heard that one person was shot through their windshield and ultimately shot in the face. Can you confirm that?
There were some severe injuries. There was an individual that was shot in the face. There was another individual that was shot in the arm, a very severe injury. Those were the most severe. A lady shot across the chest. They were very significant, very severe injuries. I don't want to lessen that. We didn't have a fatality, but we certainly had some very serious injuries that will affect these people for the rest of their life, I'm sure.
Have you all developed any information yet as to why this guy might have done this? I don't know if you've been able to talk to
We are receiving some information in our investigation, but a determination has not been made thus far as to what a motive would be.
Is his family cooperating with your investigators?
As far as I know, they are. They're not in this county. They're actually in another county. You got to know that we're also down there checking things out.
Can you verify if all 5 victims were shot?
Yes. Yes.
Are there additional 2 that were injured in the car?
I heard that, but I've never been able to confirm that. So I'm just going to say we haven't been able to confirm that at this point, but we don't believe so.
Sir, all the shots were fired from that hillside, do you think?
Yes.
He wasn't out on the overpass.
No. There were early reports, and I can't stress how chaotic this was when our units arrived on the scene. People, cars on the side of the road, emergency flashers, windows shot out, people hurt severely, and then we have to weed through that, and then we have to weed through some information that we developed off that exit, and a lot of it was erroneous, but we had to follow up on it, and it deterred us from being where we needed to be, but we're on focus right now, and it's just a really big marathon task to investigate and handle something like this, especially with an exit such as that along I-75.
Can you describe where the vehicle was found? Was it a service road?
It's a U.S. Forest Service road that is actually off of that exit. It goes off into the woods, and they tell me that it goes 9 to 11 miles back in there, and there's little offshoots or branches off of that, and that's where I think they said it was the first branch off of that Forest Service road at the top of the hill is where we actually recovered his vehiel.
Are you finding any trace of it?
Please?
Are you finding any trace of it? Footprints? Anything?
Not to my knowledge. Yes.
What kind of vehicle was it?
It was a CRV, and it was, whatever a CRV is. That's what it was, and it was silver colored, and it was registered to our suspect.
Now that it's officially a suspect, is there any other details you can share about his past or history?
No, not really. Again, I'm sure we're going to look very much in depth with all of that, but our main focus right now is get this guy under arrest. We don't want nightfall to set in again, and it's already afternoon right now.
Are you using K9s?
K9, yeah, KSP said they were going to bring K9s. I don't personally know that they are there, but they did offer, and I think that we said bring them on down.
Can you share a picture of the weapon or the vehicle?
No, I don't have a picture, and I'm not sure. As quick as I can get those sorts of things, because when I leave here, I'm coming back at 5. I'm going to see what they'll allow me access to, because they don't even allow me the access that you think that they do. But But and they're getting the information to me as they can. It's just that this is not the most important thing. The most important thing is finding that guy.
As the time progresses, is it getting more challenging to find him?
Well, you got to know that these guys are getting tired in the woods, and it's like I say, with all this garb that they have to wear, it's very tedious and stressful. You know, we're going to keep on plugging because that's what we do.
What do you want the public to know?
That this guy, we think that he's still in that area, but he could not be in that area. He could be somewhere else, anywhere else. So we posted his picture. Be aware, be vigilant, be aware of your surroundings. You know, we don't want this guy hopping in a car with somebody armed with a weapon. And all these are scenarios that could happen. Do we think they will? We hope not. But we really still believe at this point that he's still up there. So just public, stay away from that area. We had some people try to sneak through today, even a media or two, and they were escorted out of the area. It's an unsafe area. It just is, because we don't know where he's at.
Anything else you'd like to share that we haven't already asked?
That's about it. That's all that's new right now. I'm going to go. I can't really get a feel for what's going on sitting in my office, and that's what I've had to do in the last little bit to get some updated press releases out. But I'm going to the scene, and the next time I come back, I will have been up there, and hopefully I'll have some more updates for you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you all very much.
Do you have a time that you
5 o'clock. Every 5 hours, I'm going to try my best. That's another press conference, 5 o'clock.
So that was the one from yesterday. Yeah, they're still looking for him. There's going to be another update in a minute. Well, I say in a minute, in about 20 minutes. What the hell? What are they doing? I don't know which one that is.
They're not saying anything yet.
I mean, it doesn't look like he's had the best weather out there. Let's change screens. Let's see if the news has been posted on it today. Hang on.
Yes.
I hope they sort that out because, you know.
Suspected shooter. Tonight, the manhunt continues for a suspected shooter in Laurel County, Kentucky.
Our goal is to apply steady pressure and wearing Mr. Couch down.
According to newly released court documents obtained by NBC News, a woman called 911 30 minutes before the shooting to warn that 32-year-old Joseph Couch had texted her that he was, quote, going to kill a lot of people and then, quote, kill myself. Authorities say Couch bought an AR-15 and 1,000 rounds of ammunition at this store before he drove 8 miles away and allegedly began randomly shooting at cars on the interstate. Officials say Couch served in the Army Reserve. According to the documents, officers began tracking Couch's phone, which led them to his car. Nearby, they found a green Army-style duffel bag with his name on it and several magazines of ammunition. Shayna Lowry says her truck was struck in the gunfire.
All I could think about was my children and my significant other. You know, and the real reality that I couldn't be here.
Now, dozens of law enforcement agents are scouring the densely wooded area.
We'll search until we can find him, until we exhaust all resources.
Priya Sridhar, NBC News, London, Kentucky.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated.
So yeah, we'll have another one in a minute. Let's have a mess around with this old because he's supposed to be, well, they were looking over the Daniel Boone National Forest, because that's obviously a whole heap of it, so they must nope. So you can see that. Okay. What I want. So you can see on the map, they've pinned this as the shooting area. Castle. Fuel centre. Road close. I mean, look at all of this. Let's take a little drive, guys. Whee! Why don't you go that way? So this is just like the road side. We just overtook someone. Just look at this wooded area. This is just from the road, so I don't think we'll get to go in the road. And then imagine that like tenfold inside. I mean, it kind of puts the terrain into a bit of perspective. That's a lot of green. And I dread to think what it's like behind. Oh, look. There's the dude on the car that we found yesterday. Why is this dude still in the car? Is he... I feel like this dude is following us. I feel like we are the car. It's just all grass, isn't it? They are, I believe they are using drones. I believe they are, that they are. probably the Google guy, yeah. And this is a lot of where the helicopter's been, because this is the Daniel Boone National Forest, and the helicopter has been over there. And I don't know where they've gone again. I kind of feel like they come on and then they just bloody vanish again. There's a lot of air evacs around, but not anything of what we want, is it? And obviously this is not going to take us into the forest. And if he's got the experience, how far can he get? And they say they thought they had him contained. But I mean, really, can you really have him in a contained area? I mean, look at it all. Do you feel like you're on a real road trip with me right now? Ooh. Should we go down here and see what's going on down here? Well, it gives a bit of an insight into... Look at that! Don't worry, guys. We're safe. We're behind the screen. To be fair, I could potentially get lost on the just being here. We need some tunes on this road trip. We do, don't we? But the thing is, I've got the radio going. The radio's not very communicative today. Rolling, rolling, rolling. If I get lost, just remind me which way I got to go, because you're with me now. Let's have a look around here. See, look at all this. Right, and this is just what we can see on the outside. So if you imagine trying to get in here, I don't think it's going to take me there. No, it's not going to take me in there. But like, the trees are really close together. There's loads of bush. There's barely no path. Like, I mean, if you've got the ability to be, you know, trained and have got those survival skills, then that's great. So now I'm assuming that this type of thing in and around that area, that's just a random place to have that, isn't it? But there are going to be like cabins and stuff. Could there be any under tunnels? Possibly. He may know of some. I mean, I don't know because I'm not there, obviously. But I mean, I guess there is a potential for anything. But at this point, you know, I mean, look how far those look how far those hills go back, like way over there. And this dude has got a head start. He's also got the nighttime because they're not looking for him at nighttime. So how far could he get at nighttime? That's my question. How far could this guy get? How far could he go at nighttime while they're not actively searching? Because obviously they've got to put themselves first, and you totally understand that. But he could be moving at night and down in the day, which is what Daniel Cavalcante did, you know? He did it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. But he could be, couldn't he? He literally could. Because obviously during the day, they're looking for him. So if he beds down for the day, then when they stop looking for him, he can keep moving. I mean, this is a needle in a haystack. I'm assuming this is a residential. It's a random place, isn't it? I mean, it can't be a cafe, because if that was like a cafe out in the woods, I mean, I'd be concerned about exactly what kind of. I mean, this to me is like not good. But I'm going to say that they will have checked. And then you've got like this bit here. So there are areas of places that, I mean, if I was living out in these places right now, like, what is this place? I don't know what that says. I can't read it. But there's obviously places out here that people live in. There's someone's mailbox. So it's these people really as well, isn't it? I mean, you've just got to find the big this gives you another idea. I mean, look at it all. That's insane. I don't know how big this place is. Does this lead to like some sort of main road? Oh, it's a train track. He could literally be anywhere. I mean, if there's a train fucking running through there, I mean, is it possible that he could have, if it slowed up, could he have jumped on? I've got 1,000,001 helicopters going on at the moment too. Yeah, he could be. And that's the thing. Daniel Cavalcante he did that. He did the exact lay down in the day and maneuver at night. Let's go back to see if I can find on my way back. I'm not sure I can, but yeah. Whee! Yeah, so we went past this. I remember the hay bales. We passed that car. Someone acting suspicious. Well, I think I'm doing an all right job. We're not lost, are we? Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. forever. Tomorrow. Whee! Okay, so I literally feel like we're being driven around by a car. Meep meep. Bye. Now, did I turn this way? I think I came this way. I mean, man. Why do I just get the feeling that they're like they haven't they're not even reporting that they found any sign of him. There's been no evidence of camping. There's nothing, no fires lit, nothing's been left behind. I mean, they might know, they might have this information, but when you're kind of watching it from the outside like we are, we're kind of like, well, what is the update, you know? Let me just flew over because we're going to have a new press conference apparently. So let's go to the right page so that we don't miss it. Let me just refresh.
We're going to continue to work together to not just solve crimes here in Laurel County, but other jurisdictions as well. It's another post area.
Right, let's go back to the beginning.
I'm Master Trooper Scotty Pennington with the Kentucky State Police and London Post. Most of y'all got that yesterday. I want to clear something up. Just in the last couple of hours, in Wayne County, in our post area, we did have a shooting that occurred. We have detained one person. We do have one deceased. This has nothing to do with what occurred in Laurel County. I want to continue to say that I told you yesterday, there's complaints that happen all around us in all our communities, all the counties that we work, the little municipalities, and we're going to continue to investigate these complaints. And if it's another post area, we'll have another post. If another post has to come and help us, or sheriff's department, or small agency, we're going to continue to work together to.
Sorry, guys, their audio is terrible.
Other jurisdictions as well. We'll get started. Kentucky State Police continues to assist the Laurel County Sheriff's Office with the manhunt of Joseph A. Couch. We're going on 72 hours of this manhunt. We remain committed to resolving this situation as swift and safely as possible. We extend our sincerely gratitude to all the community partners, first responders, local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies such as Fish and Wildlife, Federal Forestry Service, ATF, FBI, U.S. Marshal Service, elected officials, and also churches and local organizations that has helped us to feed us, to make sure we got clean stuff to drink, and all the other agencies that are helping us that sometimes don't get named, like the sheriff's departments and the city police, from outside of our jurisdiction here. I want to give a big thanks to the London City Police. The London City Police has went way above and beyond. This did not happen or occur in the city limits of London, but this is their community. This is their people. And I want to thank them and their officers. They went way and above and beyond to help us answer calls out in the county, and they've done a great and remarkable job in helping in this situation. And their public affairs officer, me and him and Deputy Orchardo, we worked well together, passing on information. I want to thank them. I'm sure I'm leaving people out, but I want to thank everybody. I'm proud to be a Kentuckian. I'm proud to be the public affairs officer from the London State Police Post. And
Hey, Kelly.
making people feel at ease. And it's hard.
How are you?
It's hard when people are so in fear right now that there's probably somebody out there. And I know my fellow officers and troopers and all the other people, they're working their guts out to try to find Mr. Couch and bring us to an end. But I just want to give another thanks. I want to thank, we've had outside agencies give us access to more aircraft. So we've got, several more helicopters in the air and technology. We've got the ATF, the FBI, and the Marshal Services, and we've got other entities from way off from us that are in contact with us to bring their equipment here to try to help locate Mr. Couch. So I want to thank them. I want to thank the people.
This audio
People
is
for being patient.
awful.
You see all this stuff on Facebook, good or bad, but people are really behind.
I'm
us.
good, thank
They're
you.
really supporting their neighbor.
I hope you are.
They're
I
really
know you've
looking
been
out for
busy.
each other. We want to thank them for doing that. And we encourage them to continue to check on their neighbor, to check on the elderly person that don't have somebody regularly coming to their house. Make sure you hear from them daily. Make sure you're being vigilant when you go home, that you're checking maybe your camera, your Ring camera. You're checking your security system before you go to the house. Make sure somebody didn't cross through your yard that shouldn't be. Make sure your lights are on. Make sure your cell phones are charged. Make sure if you pick up the phone, you can communicate with somebody.
You were work. Have you finished? What time the fuck? What the
We
fuck?
would like
What
you,
time
if
is
you're
it?
in that area, to maybe suspend your activities. And we talked about a little bit yesterday about going out and hunting, like deer hunting, or maybe coon hunting at night. Stay away from those areas. Don't be riding ATVs in those areas. Don't be hiking and canoeing down close to the Rockcastle River. Give us some time to see if we can locate Mr. Couch in this national forest. And it's a big forest. Y'all saw photos.
No shit.
Videos. This is not a small area. And this is not like going across the road and looking in the woods and finding somebody. This is the national forest.
I wonder why their
This is
audio is so
thousands
bad.
and thousands of acres where Mr. Couch could have went. And we have no evidence at this time that Mr. Couch has left there. We have answered thousands of complaints, not only in this area, other counties, other states, and all over the state of Kentucky. If a complaint comes in, we're going to investigate it. We want those complaints to come in because we never know the smallest little tip.
It has
what
been,
it's gonna
hasn't
lead
it?
to.
Like,
So
it's been
please,
shocking.
citizens of Kentucky and Laurel County and Rockcastle
Every
County,
day.
continue to call us and give us this information. We're going to come out and investigate it. None of it came to tuition at this time. Nothing's came true, but the next one might. The next one might. So keep calling them in, and we're going to investigate. And the search, if it gets broader, it just gets broader. And if we have to take it somewhere else, if technology takes it somewhere else, we're going to investigate it. But at this time, there's nothing that we have came up with to say Mr. Couch has left those woods. There's nothing to say he's got in a car. There's so many people that's got eyes on this investigation around the world that
Yeah, UK here.
by now we should have got a pretty good tip that he has exited the woods. We have not got that. So our main focus is to remain in those woods until we find him. And some people say, well, what if he's not alive anymore? Well, we're going to stay in the woods till we find him. And, you know, that's our job. If he's dead or alive.
Shame they didn't with Aaron Pennington, isn't it?
That's what we're going to do.
Just thought after 5 days, meh, he's not here.
I
We
want
can't
to thank you all,
find
the
him.
media. Y'all been great. I asked you once yesterday about emailing and texting and calling. Keep doing it. I will try my best to get back with you. I can't get back to all of you, but I will try to get back to you in a timely manner. Maybe it's just a little text to tell you, hey, we got a meeting here at 3 o'clock or what we're going to do. And I know you have people that come in and relieve you all that maybe not get that information, but just give them my number and I will do my best to keep them informed of what's going on. But you all have done an excellent job. I mean, we don't want this publicity in Laurel County. We don't want this. We want you to pack up and go home to your families. We want to go home to our families. But we couldn't do it without you all. So thank you all again for helping us with our jobs. And let me reiterate, Kentucky State Police is here for the manhunt and the capture and apprehension of Mr. Couch. So at this time, I'll open up for any questions for me. And if you have anything involving the criminal part of this investigation, you can ask the sheriff or anybody on this stage if you have a question for them. But at this time, I'll answer any questions that you have.
Well, I know you don't know this yet, but given what you do know, what are the odds he's dead or alive in your opinion?
Well, my opinion doesn't count. I have 10,000 opinions and it changes daily. You know, it was a lot hotter today. I hope he doesn't have water. I hope he doesn't have food. And I hope he's wore out and eventually he'll walk out of the woods. That's what I hope happens. And we'll let the judicial system handle him as they seem fit. And everybody goes home safely to their families.
The note said he planned to kill himself. What do you make of that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If he is dead, do you believe that would make it easier for you guys to find him quicker than if he was alive? Or how does that work?
Well, if it continues to be hot outside and he has passed away, you know, nature takes care of itself. I mean, you can see a lot of things from the air, and a lot of times buzzards start to fly.
Yeah, they definitely did.
And if your body is decaying out there, that could help in this investigation. And I'm not saying that it will happen, but that's human.
If decomposition will help locate him, maybe?
It's like an animal that passes away in the woods.
You're not aware of
Yes, ma'am. You know, there is a river down there.
He is.
And it's not way up, but it is up pretty good, and they've got access to boats and stuff like that. And they've got technology too. You know, they're constantly in the woods, and they have technology that we're using. Plus, just boots on the ground. You know, relieving our troopers and our deputies that are, you know, if I took off walking or here walked a mile, I'd be a little out of breath. But I took off walking here and it's straight up and straight down, and I'm falling over rocks and through briars and thickets. It's a little different kind of walk. So just having the manpower to relieve somebody, you know, they've helped tremendously, along with all the other agencies.
You're not aware of the defense that he supposedly sent that said he planned to kill a lot of people, at least try, and then kill himself?
I am aware of that. That's something that the sheriff, I asked you at the beginning, the sheriff would have to explain on that stuff. I'm here for the apprehension and the manhunt. But you can't ask that question to the sheriff.
I was just trying to see what you guys make of that, if you thought you were serious about that, what it tells you about the state of mind. Could anybody address that part of it?
We are aware of that, but like I say, this is a continuing investigation, and that's been collected and handed over to the proper authorities to go through phones and stuff. And really right now, we can't elaborate a whole lot on the evidence that's been collected.
Can you tell us anything about if you've been to his home and collected anything from his computer, or if any of that gave you any kind of clue as to what his state of mind is, where he might be, or what his intentions might be?
I can tell you that we have been to the home and the evidence has been collected, but I can't elaborate no further on that, sir. At this time, we have no reason to believe otherwise. It's still being investigated. As the investigation continues, I'm sure new leads will develop, but at this time, just him.
In terms of the tracking, have you guys been able to use dogs, and can you tell us what kind of help that's been to you? If that's provided anything that has been helpful at all?
Yes, sir. We have used several canine dogs, not only in our agency, but outside agencies. They came in and they helped with this. And, you know, when it comes to a point in time, you know, we have people that want to volunteer. We got to make sure that they're proper, make sure they're equipped, make sure, you know, we just can't put somebody out there because I got a good bloodhound and they're climbing up in the woods and they get hurt. You know, we got to put people that are trained for this and trained for this terrain. We don't want to make another tragedy out of something. So we have to make sure the right people come to assist us. Now, we'll take all the help we can get. It's got to be the right help.
You talked about the reward essentially quadrupling.
You know, we have Crime Stoppers in Laurel County that has donated quite a bit of funding for this, and we've had a lot of private donors. I think in this community and surrounding communities that have donated money. Some want to stay anonymous, and that's their right. But we thank them because, you know, somebody might have a tip they just don't want to tell us, or maybe, you know, $25,000 would help them with that tip. And you know, if that tip is great, you know, Crime Stoppers will help them. And we've also had other Crime Stoppers like Bluegrass Crime Stoppers that has helped us spread the word.
Oh my goodness.
Because he might not be in our community. He might have got out of here. And you never know, somebody might see him somewhere in another town, and that's why we're investigating those other tips at other locations.
Yeah, another bloody school shooting, guys.
We have got a lot of tips that are still under investigation, that we are looking into, and this stuff comes in fast. I mean, it's moving fast, and we have, you know, the ATF and Secret Service, and not Secret Service, but U.S. Marshals and ATF. You know, they're using their computer software stuff and trying to figure out technology, where information is and stuff like that. So information is going so broad, so fast, and just collecting it all together to help in this investigation. Where it leads to, you know, say he has got out of the woods, you know, like everybody wanted to know yesterday.
Yeah, there's been another school incident.
You know, we want to find out if he made contact with somebody.
I'll talk about it in a minute.
Time, none of those have led anywhere.
Telling you, these gun laws got to change.
At this time, I do not know that if he has another weapon. You know, the ATF has ran him to see if he how many weapons he has purchased or has in his name. And
I kind of feel this is going to do an hour in Pennington. They won't find him. He's probably offed himself somewhere.
We don't know that. Right now, we know he committed a harsh, cruel act of violence, and we got to consider him armed and dangerous until we locate him. I will refer to the sheriff on that part.
You repeat that, sir?
How much time between the time he took the test and actually went out and did it? Was it pre-planning, or was there a time he took the test and common?
We have that down to the minute, but I'd really rather not discuss that at this time just because of the continued investigation.
Is there any indication he took provision with him or ran for a longer stay in the woods since he didn't have any time so far?
Is there any evidence that he's been
We
camping?
have received information that we have checked on. We really can't confirm that at this time. You know, there's several pieces that we have investigated, and we've recovered a lot of things, a lot of different things that's pertinent in the investigation that I can't reveal to you. That's about all I can tell you right now at this point. I'm sorry.
Do you think schools should continue to cancel as the manhunt continues?
Well, they chose to, and that's strictly, I've spoken to a lot of superintendents and personnel at the different schools, and they chose to do that just as a safety precaution. We can't advise as Scotty said yesterday, we can't advise the superintendents on what action to take. That's solely up to them. A lot of businesses maybe, they're doing outside drive-throughs only and locking doors, and that's just a precaution. If anybody wants to take a precaution, that's really left up to them. We're not putting nothing out on them.
Well, the first night of the shooting and the next day, we did locate items that the sheriff's department and them had collected, and some of those items it's part of the evidence, but it's also some of the reasons we're still remaining in the woods, because we have nothing to say, hey, let's go outside of the woods, because we think that's where he's at, due to some of that evidence. I can't get into the evidence that was collected or found, but we're going to stay in there until we find him, until stuff takes us to another direction. And
we have to get rid of the stupid people.
If we just packed up the citizens of Lower River Road, Rockcastle County, they expect us to stay there as long as we can until we come to resolve to find, Mr. Couch, or till we prove that he is no longer there. And that's why we do this job, is to protect the citizens. In the investigation part of it, I can't answer to that. The sheriff's department's done a great job. They're working with us and our partners. I think the technology that we've got that's been coming to us, and the use of the more helicopters, we're going over a more vast area, and more drones coming there. You gotta look. You get a drone, it's fancy. Well, a drone only lasts about an hour or so in the woods, and when you're covering such a big area, and that battery don't last long, you have to bring it in and charge it. And just like a helicopter, you got to bring it in and get fuel in it. And at nighttime, it's not safe to have, officers in the woods tromping around when they can't even see, 5 feet in front of them. I've sent video out, you've seen, and that's probably a very minute video of really where they're going. I mean, that's, they didn't even have pictures of the cliffs and the fall offs and stuff. So it's, we're in a short period, and especially with our helicopters, if you know that area, if you drive through there in the morning, from about 10:30, there's fog. It's a real thick fog area, so us getting up in the air at certain times, our time's crunched a little bit, but we're going to take all the help we can get. We're going to continue to try to locate Mr. Couch until something tells us we need to go a different direction. And I want to continue to thank you all. Y'all have asked great questions, and some of them, we can't answer because it's part of the investigation, but some of them we can. And we want you to relay this stuff to the communities, and if I can answer anything else, I will. If not, we'll conclude this interview. For our ground teams, there's like snails. They're going very slowly to make sure they don't leave anything unturned. It might be a tree that's knocked over and doesn't look right the way it's knocked over, or something, a piece of trash on the ground, or candy bar wrapper, anything like that. I mean, we have to collect those, and because that might be part of the evidence. The helicopter, now, they can get up and they can look at a large distance, and the drones, not as much as a helicopter, but we cover a lot of ground with the helicopters.
It's also about the technology on those helicopters, or being fear, that body heat, that sort of thing, and this time of year, do the leaves interfere with that, or has it been helpful?
Well, right now, you said it, the leaves, it's real thick. There's leaves are not, it's not really got cold enough to start, the leaves start, falling right now. So, it's very green. It's like a jungle, like I said, it's pretty thick out there. So they do have some hard times looking down, but we've got several spotters up there that are constantly looking out. They'll see every animal in the world, running around. We're just waiting to see somebody else that don't look like an animal running around. And the FLIR system helps. And it helps with the body heat at nighttime. So, and that's another thing. A lot of people say, hey, you ain't got boots on the ground, or our boots are on the ground. Our troopers, trust me, our deputies, trust me, they're in the woods. They're wore out. You ought to see them when they come in the wringing wet. They are on the ground walking through these jungles. And in every imaginable terrain that you can think of. And you've seen it. You've seen the aerial. You've seen some of the walking. It's not an easy task. And they're doing that to make this community safer. And at nighttime, our helicopters are flying. They can FLIR. They're looking for heat sources. So if we see a heat source and that heat source moving slowly,
which, I mean, if he's not alive anymore, then, I mean, there's not going to be a heat source, is there?
Now start tracking that heat source and getting troopers and deputies to that area where they find the heat source.
I swear these helicopters just hop on and off through the
We'll
day.
keep going until we're told otherwise, until we can find Mr. Couch, or until something leads us in another direction.
Yeah, they might have the dog come out.
Thank
He
you all,
might be
and,
coming out.
We will.
But they're not saying
Come
if
back
they're
tomorrow at
found.
3. Hopefully there'll be some more new leads. Hopefully we'll have Mr. Couch detained. And thank you once again. And please share this information. Get it out
They
there.
kind of do keep thinking he's like, oh, we hope he's detained.
To Laurel County and Rockcastle County.
If he's deceased, he's not going to be detained. But, I mean, they're not saying if there's traces. Like, you think there'd be traces of him, like, when they're following and tracking him? Right, guys, let me just go over. There has been another school shooting. Let's just.
Good morning. I'm WLWT Stephen Albritton. It's 2.
What was it? North West High School. Just want to bring that to your attention because there's been another little pew. Another one, like what now? This is the thing, you know. I know this isn't the same. This is a switching topic. But
forward as we speak, but this is a developing breaking news situation. So I do want to let you know what we do know and the information that has come into our newsroom. So we do know now police are currently responding to this shooting, as I said, at Omaha Northwest High School. Police dispatch did confirm there is one victim who was shot at the school. So we also have this story available for you on our website as well. That is WOWT.com. You can always head there for the latest information. You'll notice this breaking live banner. You can click on these stories. This is our top story right now. Kind of scroll down and we can see, take a look at the map here where Northwest High School is located. So I'm sorry, I'm just getting more information, or hearing rather, from our assignment editor. Kevin, did you say something that I can report over here, or? Okay, so Kevin says someone they believe is a suspect is in custody. So we are reporting that to you now as the story is developing. So a lot going on here at our assignment desk, at our digital desk. And as I mentioned, we have 2 reporters out there, our Philip Katafamo, as well as our very own Johan Marin. So we do have this story available on our website. And I just want to let you know, this is a developing story, so make sure you stay with us for more information. Let me refresh this grid for you. So this is the breaking live banner, and then we do have this breaking news available for you as well.
It's like, what's going on in the world, eh?
I'd head back over
to
myself here and just
That's
let
an
you
old
know
one.
again just what we do know. So police are responding to a shooting at Omaha Northwest High School. Police dispatch, did confirm there is one victim at the school. We were just told, our assignment editor let us know about new information that just came into our newsroom as we've been reporting live for you here at the Alert Center. So the suspected shooter, I should say, is caught and is likely in custody. I do want to let you know also that there's a reunification center for parents and students that is located at the football stadium, I believe on the west side of the stadium. So that's where concerned parents, guardians, and students can meet up and reunite with their loved ones to make sure everybody is okay. Again, if you're just joining us, we do have this breaking news of a shooting at Omaha Northwest High School. This is the top story on our webpage, as you can see. We do have more information available for you. And here is the map of Northwest High School's location. At this point, we are hearing from police that one person was shot and that victim is headed to the hospital. Again, we do have dual coverage right now. Our Philip Katafamo is on the site, as well as our Johan Marin. Now, this is a developing story, so we're just getting new information into our newsroom every second as we speak and as we kind of learn more about what exactly is happening out there right now. We do know there was a shooting, one victim at the school. We do know now, this just came into our newsroom as we're chatting with you over the Alert Center here, that the suspected shooter is caught and in custody. As far as meeting places for parents and students, again, I do have that look for you at this map at the location of Northwest High School, so you can take a closer look there. But we do know the reunification center is at the west side of the football stadium, so that is where people are meeting up. So if you were listening to our broadcast a few moments earlier, we did actually go live out to Philip Katafamo, who talked with some parents, he tells us, who, as you can imagine, are distraught from this entire episode. So I'm sure we'll be hearing
It
more
is,
from Philip,
Jenley.
hearing
It
more
is.
from parents at the scene as well. Again, we do have our photographer out there, and we're working on getting you a live image as soon as we can establish a shot. Unfortunately, the transmission is going in and out, so hopefully we'll get that up and ready for you as well. In the interim, let me just head to our website for you. Here's our live story. As you can see, we're streaming right now, so we do have all the latest information. Police currently responding to a shooting at Omaha Northwest High School. You can click on that link, and then here's new important information. So they do, when you click on the Northwest High School link, they do say that Northwest High remains in a lockdown. So as of 1 o'clock p.m., the school is on a lockdown, as you can see, and they are urging people to visit ops.org/alerts for the latest information. So let's click there and see what's happening.
Looks like they've got it under control.
Alert as of 1 p.m. this afternoon, so it's about 1:16 now. But this is what was posted by District Communications around 1. They say the Northwest High is still on lockdown. Omaha Police Department has confirmed a shooting on or near campus with one victim reported. First responders and law enforcement, of course, continuing to work the scene, which they do say is secure now. They believe it to be secure, so that's good news. Now, this is what happens during a lockdown. So you can kind of see this is all highlighted for you. They say all classroom doors are locked, lights are turned off, students are out of sight of any corridor windows. That could be a major thing. So that's good to know that they are taking the students and teachers' safety into consideration. Also reported here on their website, law enforcement has a perimeter
2:30
around
in
the school
Nebraska and Omaha.
It says, well, we know there's no place families would rather be than with their student. We ask that families avoid campus and await guidance as we learn more. Now, what we learned,
at least they seem to have him.
What we learned earlier is that there is a reunification center. Okay, so that center, we're told, is on the west side of the football field, west side of the stadium. So that is where parents, guardians, students can meet up with their loved ones and make sure everybody's okay. Also, bear with the first responders out there, right? You want to make sure that you're listening to their directions, listening to what they're telling you. It's all for your safety, their safety, the safety of the students, the teachers, the faculty, everybody who may be directly or indirectly affected by this. Okay, so just listening in, there's a lot going on here at our station right now, as you can imagine. So we've got our assignment editor and our digital team and our 2 reporters out there. So we do have dual coverage for you this afternoon with our Philip Katafamo, who is out there with our photographer Zoran Tesic, and then I believe Johan Marin is out there as well. So we will be able to give you the latest information as soon as it does become available. In the meantime, as I'm still waiting for this video to come up. So when we do have this video of the live scene, I can show you a little bit more of what's happening. So the problem is, well, I can't show it to you. I'll just say, transparency wise, there's the signals going in and out. So if I do pop up that video, you might see some video that's, not related as they're getting to a specific scene here. And then that feed might come in and out. So it might just not be worth the initial look as it stands. So again, we are covering this shooting at Omaha Northwest High School. We do know 1 student was shot. Our Philip Katafamo and Johan Marin are out there. The shooter is caught. We do know that the reunification center.
At least they've got him and he's alive, but I do believe someone may not be.
Okay, just trying to gather a little bit more information from discussion is in the newsroom. Okay.
There's been a 15-year-old shot inside.
Okay.
What's going on,
okay,
man?
So I'm hearing an update here. Okay. So I'm told that the reunification center has actually changed to the southeast corner.
Critical condition is the one that's been shot.
Okay, actually let's pause here. I'm going to take a breath real quick. We do want to give you the latest information. Again, this is a developing story.
So this is between 2 victims.
All the facts.
Well, 2 people.
Not and make
one's
sure
a victim, one's the shooter.
Broadcast those out. So as you can see, just a lot going on here in our studios right now. And thank you for joining us. If you're just joining us now,
it seems like again it's like the other one from the other day where the shooting happened and it was between him and a student and an altercation. But how is the fuck has they got the gun in the school is what I want to know.
So let's head over to our website. It's WOWT.com. You can always head there for the latest information on this story and several other stories. Clearly, though, we do have this breaking news banner up here on the left of our homepage. Police responding to a shooting at Omaha North.
But it seems like they've contained it quite quickly, so that's quite good.
If you click on this story, you will see
I had someone comment on my TikTok on an English I had to fucking laugh on an English TikTok post that I'd done. Lucy Lepley actually saying, I know where this person's come from. They can go fuck themselves.
So a lot of people working on this story, as you can see, I mean, the news industry, including first
don't cover the US
please
stuff.
make sure you're nice to our first responders out
but
there.
Not quite like that. I'm like,
a lot going
now
on.
you've asked me so rudely, I'm going to cover some more. So that's what I've done. I've just covered someone else as well.
On the 1 victim that we were told was headed to the hospital. So do not know who this person is, what their age is, if they're affiliated with the school or not. So a lot of information that
either way, they still got the gun in the school.
And again, you're like taking a live look at our website, WOWT.com. That's going to be where the latest information will be for you to look at. So at this time, I'm going to head back over and keep our website.
I suppose the thing that people have to learn about me is if you tell me not to do something, I'm going to do it more.
So if you are just joining us, this is breaking news. We are following a developing
just as an
story,
FYI.
Okay?
FYI.
So here, waiting on getting video to you as well as soon as we get a shot up. Police are responding to a shooting at Omaha Northwest High School. Okay, so this is the latest information. Omaha Police Dispatch did confirm there is 1 victim from this shooting who was taken to the hospital. Now, again, as I said,
It's reading that he's in a critical condition.
I don't know if it's a student, a teacher, a faculty. I don't know if this is someone that could be.
They're saying he might be 15. This is a bit behind, I think.
This is
About an hour behind.
We're waiting for. So as soon as we get this into our newsroom, we get it fact checked and verified, we'll send it out and let you know what's happening. We're also told the shooter is caught and is in custody. And as it stands, according to the latest reports that I saw, the reunification center for students and parents is at the football stadium. There's been some.
And in the process of just clearing.
Student surrounding schools were placed into lockdown, and the lockdown was released after the suspect was taken into custody. The victim of the shooting was a 15-year-old male. The victim was transported to a local hospital in critical condition. We will provide, this is an ongoing investigation, we'll provide more information later on this evening through our public information office. Thank you for your patience. If you guys did get any video of children being released, if you would not show that on the news tonight, that's the reason why the district wanted us to be down here. We are currently working to have all the students released, and we're working with the Omaha Public School District to get the students released. There's parents here waiting to pick up their children, and we're working through that right now. I appreciate your patience.
Did you say it was inside the school that the shooting happened?
Yes, it was inside the school.
Okay. And you said the victim was 15 years old. The suspect, were they a similar age?
I do not have the age of the suspect, but it is believed that he was a student here, so teenager.
And the victim also a student?
Yes.
Okay. You said that he's in critical condition. What's the latest what's the last time you got that update?
Right before I came down here to talk to you. Okay. So maybe about 10 minutes ago.
Do you guys know why this happened?
I do not have that information at this time. It's an ongoing investigation. We'll provide updates later to you all.
And you believe that they knew each other? Is that safe to say?
I can't say that.
Are you able to say what hospital the victim was in?
I do not have that information. I don't want to give inaccurate information, but it was a local hospital. And because he was in critical condition, I imagine it's one of the trauma centers.
How many agencies are you responding to this?
The number of agencies, I know it was the Omaha Police Department, Douglas County Sheriff's, there were other federal agencies in the area as well. But the exact number, I can't give you that.
You said the suspect was found at 80th and Woodbine. Was he hiding in a residence, or how was he found?
I don't have that information. The Public Information Office can provide later details for you all.
I have a question. This is in regards to the parents. So what do you guys have to check before giving the all clear to parents and understanding the process of just clearing the building and everything?
Can you repeat that question?
Yeah. So what do you guys have to check before giving the all clear to parents and students?
So the school is being checked by officers. They're going room by room, and then the students are going to be released. They're going to be released out to the football stadium, and the parents or the bus will pick them up and take them home.
We're getting reports that this started with a fight in the hallway. Is that accurate?
I don't have that information at this time.
How does OPD prepare for scenarios?
We have ongoing training throughout the years. We also have school resource officers that are in our high schools that are prepared for incidents like this. The school resource officer got on the radio and advised of the incident, and officers responded to the area. As you can see, the suspect was taken into custody in, I believe, less than 30 minutes.
There was some miscommunication for reunification areas. Helicopter was saying east, some officers were saying south. OPS put out something different. Why was there so much communications about where parents can go find their kids?
So can you repeat that?
Yeah, so there was some miscommunication for where parents.
Oh, miscommunication.
South lot had some saying to go to the east lot, and then we also saw OPS alternative instructions. So just why was there so much communication on what parents should do?
To be honest, you've got to be a little bit gentle with them.
Situation, and we had to change plans. As you can see, there's several cars over here on this Crown Point Avenue.
No, it's a developing situation. Things get confused and panic and stuff, you know?
Just looking to not have Crown Point backed up, and then also we still have an active crime scene here, and so we don't want to interrupt that.
So at this point, where can parents meet with their kids?
At the stadium, the football stadium.
And I heard them say that you need an ID to pick up your kids. Is that accurate?
I did not hear that. I would have to double check with OPS to see what they're gonna be doing about that. But we have several parents.
Okay. So I just wanted to give you that information. As you can see, it looks like it's contained very quickly, actually, which is great. They have the person that had the weapon. There is somebody in critical condition. They think he could be 15 years old. Again, you know, we've just had the Appalachia High School shooting, and then there was the other one. My brain is just frozen, but there was the second one that occurred. Then obviously we've just had this shooting, and I believe there's been one in Wayne County today as well. But I think it's someone's dad that sadly lost their life. So there's a lot of gun incidents happening today. And in this last week, it's crazy. Like, come on, these things have got to change. You can't. This is just. But the scary thing is, this is just going to be. It's just another shooting. It's just another day. Just another gun. Unfortunately, but it is what it is, isn't it? So I just wanted to give that to you while we were here. There's nothing on the radar at the moment, and nothing really was coming through on the radio. So I mean, it's now 3:00. They're probably going to stop looking soon, I would imagine, as it starts, as the evening starts to draw in. I mean, they started that at like 3:00. It's now 3:50 there, so there's going to be stuff going down, isn't there? And then I believe they'll probably just stop the search again. And my personal feeling is that if he's watched some of these manhunts, Daniel Cavalcante and that, he was off in the day, off grid in the day, having a nap and whatnot, and then he was, he was moving in the night, and he's got the perfect reason to move at night because they're not searching for him. Well, they say they're not searching for him. I mean, they could just be saying that. But it makes sense that they're not, because they need to look after their teams, and you've seen the woods. It's too vast. Any sort of thing can happen in that conditions. But so there's nothing on the flight radar. I mean, probably what I would say, and there's some good channels. Agenda TV, he's quite good. He usually has quite a lot in his live. He has a scanner up and everything, and the flight radar. And he'll probably be covering this through into the evening, and then obviously I think when they close down for the night, he'll probably stop that stream. He's quite good. JLR Investigates usually will probably come on if there's any development, same as I would. But currently at the moment there is nothing else that we can report on today as it's happening. So like I said, we'll keep an eye on information. I will be posting a video on the shooting today on my TikTok. That might come on there tomorrow, but I will be posting it on there. But I will keep, if anything develops of that, of course, I'll keep posted. And if anything develops on this, of course, I will keep you guys posted. And if you're in my Discord, if you're one of my TikTok subscribers, then you'll probably hear from me first in there anyway. So I'm going to call it an evening on here now because, like I said, there's nothing I can give you. We've had a little drive through on Google Earth, seen what it looks like. But we'll be back and we'll pick up hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully in the next hour or two they could find him, and that'd be amazing. But I'm kind of probably thinking that's not going to happen, but we'll see. So I'll be back tomorrow. Stay safe, and I will see you guys on TikTok for those who will be there joining me later. Have a good evening, guys. Love to all. Bye for now.